How's it going, everybody? My name is Jack Brooks, and welcome back to Director's Commentaries. Guys, the big setup. It's everyone's favoritist of the Mmhmm Plush. I actually recorded the Director's Commentary for this a while back, but I did delete it. Clickety-clack, we are cracked. Yep. So here, there's the revisited COG logos, the COG Vault logos. If you've seen the demonstration, the display, the exhibit of all the Gearworks Studio logos from 2018 to 2023, this was called COG Vault Revisited or something? No, it was like COG Vault 2.0 or something. I can't quite remember. Anyways, I tried like making it super cinematic. Didn't work. So, on YouTube, the Gearworks Studio, like, when it shows my title, it cuts out. It's not supposed to do that. Alright, anyways, yeah, that's the first and only time we've done that inspirational quotes image thing. I was going to make that like, a motif throughout the full compilation films. Like, the full film compilations for all the parts. That was gonna be a reoccurring thing. But then Civil War Part 1 came out, and then I canceled the series, kind of. And then, yeah, just, didn't get to return to that. So, the big setup is actually pretty good with its pacing. I just hate this opening scene. It's always the opening scenes that I just hate for all the Angry Birds Plush films. Just, like, they take so long to get to the point. This one's not that long, honestly. Actually, I think it's like 5 minutes. And it's kind of gross. It's just gross. It's just Angry Birds. Ping tells plot, then get on with the plot. It shouldn't have to take 5 minutes. We have an adventure to get through. Anyways.
This empire remains victorious.
Yes, the cloak. I think the big setup is where it should have ended. I feel like, and I was talking to the assistant director, Casey Hartzell, of course, because she helped me direct this one, and she was on set for this chapter, the big setup. And around this time we were writing. This was like filmed throughout September through November of 2021. And around this time we were creating Submarine Adventures, the first episode of Submarine Adventures, in fact. And damn, we were just so what would I say? We were just so locked in to creating that other series because we really wanted to create the Thomas series. We really wanted to, because it was like a passion project of ours. And Angry Birds Plush was getting in the way. And I thought for a minute, and I said, damn, I think, should we just like go ahead and call it quits and like have the big setup be the ending? And then Casey was kind of leaning towards that way too. She was like, yeah, I mean, I guess it is time to wrap things up if we really want to get invested in the Thomas series that we want to get invested in. But I said, no, I made a promise. And then I made Civil War Part 1, and then I shat my pants in 2022. Now, you see, Submarine Adventures wasn't the downfall, but it helped with the downfall. It helped with my... You know, when Submarine Adventures came out, we were planning to make 12 episodes, and, you know, that'd be per month. And then, if you watch Submarine Adventures, you can see how the quality of the episodes start degrading and degrading. It was like sweatshop working. It was tiresome. It's quantity over quality, which is scary. Don't do that. So I watch videos by Enterprising Engines, and it takes a while to make videos like those, Thomas Wind Railway videos, and like, dude, oh, I understand why. Filming with those fucking wooden trains it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. So, I was a junior in high school when I made that series, so then it came to me that, you know, my high school career is ending, and it's time for me to build upon my portfolio, and I've been wasting my time with Angry Birds Plush and Citrian Adventures, so I came to this compromise, which is just to drop everything and start focusing on what my prowess is when it comes to storytelling. And yeah, it's still plush. I think making plush videos are fun, but you know, I think just puppetry and miniatures in motion is... I think it's fun. It's a fun puzzle. So this is regrettable. So Angry Birds Plush Season 2 is like, you know, it's the dark one. The big short fuse is pretty dark, but here we are, and I have King Smooth Cheeks abusing his wife, which is questionable. It's just, you know, when I was writing this, it didn't really come to me how weird it was. I just, you know, saw it as, you know, characters doing dark things because I wanted to do dark things in this season. I'm sorry if you've been exposed to this sort of stuff at a young age and it has traumatized you, and watching things like this have triggered you in any way. I'm very sorry. Again, I wasn't really... when I was writing Season 2, I wasn't really aware of what I was doing. I don't know why. I was just so locked into just telling a story to where I just forgot I was... You know, my, the canvas that I was using was Angry Birds. So, yes. Very strange choice of mine, but I went with it, and I didn't really think too much about it. So, that's just iconic. The pigs wearing the COVID masks. They're not COVID masks, I don't want to call them COVID masks, they're just face masks. But yeah, that means that they're a cop. That means that they're a policeman, if the pigs be wearing that. And there's Corporal Screwtail and his big ol' shovel. Again, I only had these 3 pigs, so a lot of, like, you see pigs repeating, and you see the same pigs repeating, and you might be able to pick up on the pigs that you already seen, and you might say, hey, I've seen that pig before. Yes, you have seen that pig before. You see, yeah, I only had those 3 pigs. I never bothered to buy more. And it sufficed. I mean, you can tell what's going on still. Like, that guy was the same guy that we saw outside, talking to Jake, I think.
What's all that noise? Red. What, Jake?
Yeah, it was Jake.
Pigs.
So at this point, Vidal the Legion is out, the ending, the finale.
Imperial attack.
And
Oh fuck.
Jake is the one with the anti-Eagles. He's the one who seceded from his brothers and seceded into the anti-Eagles. And I forgot the names of my blues, and they all have something that helps me distinguish which blue is which. The Jim blue is my oldest. He has like this beak that's kind of pointing down. And there's the Jake one, who's like the sturdiest one. He's one of the newer ones. He's one of like my more recent purchases. He has a more sturdy, thicker beak. That seems correct. He's a sturdier build. And then there's the Jay bird, who has a crooked beak. And honestly just a weird, slanted build. And there's Matilda's wheelchair. I don't know what happened to that thing. I think I may have given it away between moves. So this is at the old house. And we moved again. We moved a lot throughout Angry Birds Plush. Angry Birds Plush has been filmed at 3 houses so far. Oh, really, just in total, 3 houses. This big one, all of Season 1 was filmed at that big house. Season 2 was filmed at this smaller house. And the big film Vidal Legion was filmed at my current house. And I filmed... Oh, we'll get into Vidal Legion when we get to Vidal Legion. I don't want to get too much into Vidal Legion. This is about the big setup.
Guys, what's going on?
But I think that this is a really good scene. I thought it was very action-packed, and I thought it was just a good demonstration of how much King Smooth Cheeks III has changed since we last stood off with him. Used to, we would take care of Smooth Cheeks III in like one blow, but now he's putting up a fight. Now he's a bastard.
Wait, bomb, don't explode, just calm down.
So all of Angry Birds Plush was edited with iMovie until Vidal Legion. I've been editing with Final Cut Pro since the first episode of Sudgerian Adventures. I love Final Cut Pro. I love it
I guess
so much. I love Final Cut Pro. I hate Premiere Pro because it is super overwhelming. There's just like a bunch of buttons that mean nothing. Alright, anyways, we're talking about silly old friggin' the big setup. So here's the big friggin' setup. What was the backstory behind the quarter pounder? What made him get this way? So, chronologically, the last time we see quarter pounder before this is in the big setup. Is in Danger Above.
Now it's time to rebuild.
Alright, let's close her up.
Yeah, it's when he runs away
Oh no.
from, like, Foreman Fuzdash's temporary
She's still here.
reign.
Sorry, Jake. Didn't see anything.
Then they crash down from the sky, you know, the birds, the entire hog cave crashes down from the sky. And then,
Sorry, Jake.
I guess, quarter pounder just ran away. Ran away into the wilderness.
No, how you idiot. Oh no.
And I guess
I think
the Imperials found him in the wilderness, I suppose. And then, I guess he went crazy in the wilderness or something. He went crazy in the Empire's prison. Maybe that's why he's so kooky crazy. But anyways, he's normal now. He's not immortal now because of the surgery that Foreman Fuzdash / Professor Pigsworth gave him. Gets beaten to a pulp. So Casey voices Mrs. Susie right there. That's Miss Susie right there. And in the episodes that she's involved in, the earlier episodes where she is involved, she voices some of the blues. Usually two of them. It's usually like Jake and Jay who she voices, and Matilda. And it's sometimes inconsistent because she'll be voicing her for the video, then she leaves. She has to leave because she just has to, and then I have to take over. So in one video you'll be hearing two different voices for the blues and Matilda. But yeah, I think that part one of the big setup, besides the first scene, where it's 5 minutes of the king talking, followed with very strangely represented domestic abuse. And then everything after that is very nicely paced, actually. I'm still proud of how this, a lot of this film is paced. And I like the development of Terrence. I think I took a good turn, a good approach in developing Terrence's character. And the same with Hal. Again, I was kind of struggling with what to come up with for Hal.
Where's that slingshot that they used to use?
But
What? Oh, yes, the slingshot.
yeah, we come out on top.
In the cabin building. It is
I guess.
The first thing that you see. It's all the way down the hall, and it's
Finally.
with all these
Run out of things to say 13 minutes in, really?
It should be in that trophy cabinet.
Come on, Jack Brooks.
Wait. Why?
Just a little exhausted. Just gotta
Slingshot is.
let it drain out a bit.
Sir?
I had to be doing it. The director's commentaries when I'm, chipper, because then I have kooky things to say. This is an epic freaking scene. Playing in the background is The Descent by Kevin MacLeod. It's probably my favorite Kevin MacLeod ditty. I think it's
How many are left?
It's just definitely epic. It fits everything. It fits everything. I mean, it fits
Tony, he knows
everything.
that right there. But who? I don't
There
know.
it
It
is.
just appeared out of nowhere, and when I did the slingshot.
I think I already told you the story behind this slingshot.
I've been watching everything unfold
So,
since day one, but I was too scared to get
yeah,
involved.
Casey made that slingshot because he used
The main
to own
players
a looming store where she would do macrame. So he just made that up in a GIF.
where the slingshot is.
That
I
slingshot.
trust you.
And it just sits on everyone perfectly.
A great service.
And it's weathered. It's weathered,
Well, I think we
which
can
is a good
proceed.
touch.
Please free our families. Please free the birds.
I got you.
He's got you. Thank you for getting him. Terrence, you're so real for getting him. There's a good Quain's graphic, there's a good Quain's effect with the coat hangers.
We only have this much lumber to go through before. Wait, what? But
I remember showing this. It was like a screen recording of a screen recording. Like, it was really just me recording a screen with my phone. It didn't have music yet, it was just all of these,
oh Jesus. Oh balls.
just all of the clips, alright, you get the idea. I showed this, and everyone went berserk. This was like back in October-ish of 2021. And y'all's was going berserk, if I remember correctly. But no one went as berserk as when I showed the teaser for part 2 of the big setup, where it showed the Mighty Eagles, Beacon Sardine, Cada.
Why, yes, Sophia.
These
Our old house, I'm
structures
so glad it's being rebuilt. It looks splendid, doesn't it, my
are very
Oh,
strange.
yes, Francis, it does.
Your house is shitty.
Splendid, yes.
Your house is shitty, Francis.
Mr. Francis, you might want to look out.
Why is that, Mr. Darwin? Jesus Christ.
I pulled these names out of a hat.
Yeah,
Out of a hat.
a little more.
Some of these names of the pigs.
Alright, yeah.
Printed out a bunch of little striplets with names on them. And whenever we had just a random ass NPC pig to talk about, we just, yeah, pulled a name right out of the hat. And that pig got that name. I'm just kidding. We did not fucking do that. That would be stupid. But now that I think of it, actually, honestly, would probably be effective.
We're doing a great job, lads.
That'd be a good exercise in naming characters that don't matter.
Oh, nonsense.
Honestly, you could call a pig Penis Eater 3 million, and it would probably get the job done. Like, okay, yeah, let's do that. Alright, canonically, that pig that just died right there, put him in the Gilrick Studio wiki, call him Penis Eater 3 million.
One more left.
No, let's make it more simple. Let's call him Penis Eater 3000. Born in 1976, and I'm pretty sure this movie takes place in 2012. Died 2012. Also, Terrence, thank you for talking to yourself right there. Just kind of help the audience figure out what's going on. It was a nice thing for you to do. Very considerate.
Tell, Foreman Johnson that,
What is
got our foot set up.
Corporal Screwtail's in-game? Also, I'm filming this in my dorm room right now, so a bunch of guys are walking in. They're having a ball. A bunch of random strangers, a bunch of random women,
That's a damn shame.
and,
Looks like your execution.
yeah, he told him about that months ago.
Tisk,
And
so be it.
to him in question being Corporal Screwtail,
Almost as if he knows that someone's coming
who has held detained. And he doesn't believe that Terrence is gonna kill him, but yeah, Terrence is there. He's gonna kill him.
Screwtail.
Yeah, I know, Jesus.
Jesus.
That guy can bench 12 million. So right now I'm pulling things out of a hat to say. So I just have a hat right here, and I have like, little striplets of things. Little striplets of paper with things.
Dude, I'm so glad you got a cough, because I got a cough, and my
No, bro, it makes me, it feels weird, bro.
Yeah, that guy has a cough.
Wait, where's
And so does Terrence. Terrence has a cough.
Hey, I'm not gonna hurt
Chris
you.
sleeps. Chris is on the side.
What is that shot? Oh, that's my camcorder. Looks like a little
Pig.
nothing.
Jade sleep right.
Looks like a little nothing.
Just murdered them.
Alright, can we go back to the topic of the big setup?
Same thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, facts.
Oh,
Did you
dude.
find his phone?
Good.
Oh,
Good friggin' good comparison, brother. Was Terrence seriously, like, not named?
Did I trigger some Vietnam flashbacks?
This is silly because I think I did that, people are blowing their nose in the background. I did that to, like, allude to the fact that Terrence didn't really have a name. And then he just pulled the name Terrence right out of his asshole. Yeah. But as we can see later, you know, oh my god, they need to shut the fuck up. But later, like we see the flashback, so it's like, yeah, Terrence had a name, and it was Terrence. He was a named child. Why did I do that ending?
Wait, I forgot the slingshot.
And this was like a real outtake, but then I actually realized, I mean, I could have just done a second take of them running off with the slingshot. At that little freeze frame-ish ending. It's not really a freeze frame. Alright, you know what I mean. But I didn't. Just tried to be quirky. Again, Jack Brooks does not do second takes unless it's absolutely 100% necessary. But even if it's 100% necessary, you still don't count on me to do it. Don't count on me to do it.
No, you're chill.
Looks like
He's chill.
becoming very...
Everyone's chill.
Alright, man.
Yeah, it's Rashad.
Rashad.
You're so... I forgot your name.
There's a guy over here called Rashad, apparently. They're discussing it.
You're testing him, you asshole. Just tell him your name, bro.
And he's testing him.
Matthew.
You fucker.
And there's a guy here called Matthew. And they're laughing over it. Alright, so here is Hamon Jungle after a few years. And this was... Filming part 2 was good vibes. Filming part 2 of...
Everything for project setup has come to a halt.
We just had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. There were so many outtakes. There were so many outtakes of the big setup. There were so many outtakes of this part. And really of just, you know, part 2. Cries for help. But I had to delete them. I had to, because I had to make room. And it's sad because they were really fun, awesome, cool, epic outtakes. And I just had a lot of fun filming this with Casey, this exact part. At this point in time, I was getting really bored of Angry Birds Plush, but I had fun filming this episode. Because it was just good old Angry Birds. It just gave me good old Angry Bird vibes. And I can tell people had fun when it came out. But yeah, brother, yeah.
These birds are really pissing me off. Oh god.
But there's the infamous Zam. There's the infamous Mr. Krabs wooden block. It just has the wooden...
I mean, I guess
Yeah, that's a Lego Mr. Krabs graphic sticker on it.
a few times, then not really.
Terrence, what the flip are you even saying?
Be like that sometimes.
And you can just tell right away. Again, Angry Birds Plush was not scripted, but each episode had like an outline of the narrative. And I just kind of rolled right off of it. I didn't really waste my time making a script for it. Even Vida La Legion was not scripted, it was just very outlined, but I went into detail about what happened throughout Vida La Legion.
I'm sure there's a very reasonable explanation about why...
But yeah, all the dialogue,
Yeah, let's just calm down.
well, let's just say I wrote things to say on a piece of paper, on little strips of paper, put it in a top hat, and we, you know, did a little... pulled a striplet out of a hat to see what I would say next. And we also played Russian roulette, and we put a striplet of paper with words on it, with dialogue on it, within a bullet.
So yeah, pretty impressive. You said you forgot to aim and so got the job done.
and if the gun went off, we would use that piece of dialogue.
Please help me up.
So, it was fun. This scene right here
And what is this dragonfly doing here?
with the dragonfly.
I don't know.
I'll tell you which shot it was. Here, wait, watch. I'll show you what shot it was.
I don't know when that ship's in. It's all the way in the lumber mill, which is like 30 miles.
Oh yeah, okay. So
east.
this shot coming up
We have a bunch of trees over here. We're in a
took
jungle for
like
crying out loud.
71 takes.
Finish the house.
Dan, let go of me, Jesus Christ.
It wasn't this one or that one. That one was one take. It was this one. This shot. That one, Casey did not understand.
How's that?
And I made it abundantly clear what I wanted her to do in that shot. And you saw it play out.
Go east. With that
You saw it play out. That's how it was supposed to play out. But it took her forever
Okay.
just
Fast for a little.
to turn. I turned around the pig on the
What? No, you're fine.
on the right,
Why are you asking?
and she had to turn the pig around on the left, and then throw Hal.
Well, it's just that.
Just
they befriended me and
you know,
took me on their
force Hal
adventures, I feel like I've been
through the
trying
two to just like punch them out of the frame,
to where it's beginning
which
to
is
lead to more trouble.
pretty easy. Honestly, easier done than said. Easier done than said.
Well, you're not a burden to me. I'm sure
It
not
took
for your
her
friends.
71 takes to get that right. I don't understand,
I am.
but that's the truth. And this is a good moment of character development. I like this scene. A lot of positive comments about how I developed Terrence, so thank you. I know I like how I developed Terrence as well.
Nanny.
I think I did a good job in
I
developing
ended up being
Terrence.
separated from them.
Hold on. There's a funny
But no,
comment. Hold on. Let me.
there's such a distance
I'll be
between.
right back. I'll be like 10 seconds. Not really.
I could be dead right now. It could be all my
Okay.
fault.
Hal, everything happens for a reason. You're
So watch this,
breaking
watch this.
free from that cage.
I had to find it. There's this just funny ass comment
The greater good.
on the
Friends.
on this film, on the actual
Let's go.
movie. Well, I mean, you can't even access the parts anymore. I have them unlisted because I'm silly. But yeah, just on the big setup full movie video, there's this funny comment.
I can't believe you.
I gotta find it.
Steward,
Got to find it.
fetch me my cloak.
Oh, what is this one?
Right here, my lord. Right here.
Okay, sorry.
I got it.
Getting sidetracked.
Yes, my lord. Sorry, my lord.
Idiots.
Okay, movie was great, except for the part where Hal admits he's gay. I think that's so funny. All right, so Hal x Chuck. That's one of the weird like
Too much?
fan fiction elements that I just
Let's wife.
when I started writing the series, I was like, wait, this is my series. This is my fan adaptation, meaning I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. So someone showed me, like when I was young, like 8 or something, one of my classmates who was also a big Angry Birds fan, shipped Chuck and Hal for whatever reason.
Listen.
But when I saw it,
You cannot
the
listen to
art,
your father. You cannot
her art of Chuck x Hal,
You mustn't
I just thought it was so cool. I was like, wow, I shipped that too, I guess. I like that. And it just became a crack ship of mine. A crack ship is a ship that doesn't make sense at all. I mean, Chuck and Hal, what? But it's just, it was something I wasn't expecting, so I just always shipped it. I just thought it was so unique. So I put it in my series because, of course, I was, overcome with this idea of my fan adaptation. I can do what I want because my fan adaptation. I'm a fan of the series, and I'm a fan of the ship. I'm a fan of the ship of mine. I can put that in the series. So that's what I did. So what did I respond to that? I said, yeah, it'd be like that. Wait, when Terrence says that him and Red are the last two, what about Ruby from Ingrid's Valentine's update? And I said, no such thing as Ruby. I want this guy to know that I know who Ruby is. She's the female Red from the Hogs and Kisses. But I said, no such thing as Ruby. Because, Ruby doesn't exist in the Angry Birds Plush universe.
Well.
And he said, can I post I'm showing you who I'm talking about, and I said, I suppose.
That your green friend has broken free.
Guys, I'm not an idiot, and I know you're not an idiot either, but, you know,
But I'm sure
you know,
they'll fall
I just like
back
tooling with you guys.
to rescue you.
Some of you guys are fun to tool with. Some of you guys are kind of funny. You guys are really funny, actually.
That a lot. But in a few
So thank you guys for being funny, and thank you guys for being epic and awesome.
the grill. And the first
Ooh,
to be
the
subjected
grill.
to this
I guess you
mortal
could say
will be your
they're
little
gonna get
babies.
burnt.
Oh no. No!
This guy is mean.
Yes.
Dude, this king character needs to die. Should have used a windscreen. Should have used a windscreen.
Wow.
Foreman Johnson's lumber depot.
Isn't that crane supposed to go to the western side of Mmhmm jungle?
So yeah, film this in public. Filming Everett's Plush in public is like releasing the shackles off of my arms and my legs. It's like, it's freeing. It's cringe, but it's freeing.
The western side.
People drive by, kids throw sticks and stones and tomatoes at you.
Mmhmm jungle.
You're cringe, but you're free, and there's a veggie straw lodged in between the wooden planks right there. So that's awesome. Oh, watch these effects. Hold on, watch this. Now that's fucking killer. If we showed, like, I don't know, who's a high-class editor from back in the day? If we showed a high-class editor from back in the day, those special effects, his jaw would be to the floor. It's just that cool. And if we showed Alfred Hitchcock or Steven Spielberg, my shadow looming into the frame, they would be like, dude, that's genius.
Quite a sight.
That's exactly what they say. It's just genius. Dude, see the genius, the ingenuity of the same green screen dust particle effect being looped, falling right through the middle of the screen. It's genius. It's inventive. It's jolly good filmmaking. It's just, it's just it's as Jack Brooks as you can be. So yeah, this is Foreman Johnson's first appearance, and he kind of sucks. I'm glad I did what I did with him in if you know Legion. We need another good threatening-ish villain. He's not very threatening still, but you know he. The thing about these pig villains is that you want to make them smart. You want to make them conniving. People are like, I like the dumb pig villains. I like when the king pig is dumb. I didn't want to make King Pig dumb, because then he's not threatening. He's just a joke. You need your villains to be smart, because then they're a threat.
You're right.
I wanted my King Pig adaptation to be a threat.
You left me to die over there.
He's a scarier villain, is he not? He's a threat.
It's all the time.
But really?
Dude, do you understand that? That's fucking deep, brother.
Perhaps.
That is some deep shit.
Salami Savannah.
Is
that's
it?
where Newport City is, right?
Yeah.
I think it was like 11 a.m. when I filmed this.
It's over in the west. Gotta go back to the west.
You know.
Immediately in the next scene, it's like
Of course. Then lead the way.
12 a.m.
Of course.
That was just nice. They're such pros. Okay. This was filmed in Sundance, Utah.
Good. Spot to rest.
And people
Wait, what?
kept giving me the stink face when I was filming this. I wanted to film this on a very mountainous side. There was a very gorgeous place that I was planning to film this. You could see the mountains. But people kept walking by. It was like, it was midnight. It was midnight. I was expecting everyone to fucking be inside and not out. But no, everyone was out for some reason. And they were giving me the stink face. And it wasn't even like on a conventional walkway or anything. It was like barely public. I mean, it was outdoors, but it was barely public. people kept walking by and giving me the fucking...
Just look at the stars.
This... Look at this fucking loser. Look at this fucking loser filming his plush dollies. Is he 5 or something? Is he stupid or something? You give me the stink face. It's like, where did all these motherfuckers and their stink faces come from? Let me film my Angry Birds plush. 5. The big setup part 2 cries for help and peace. Without you fucking nagging me, why don't you? But nope.
How about you tell me a little bit about yourself?
No. They won't, so I had to film it in this private walkway of mine. Not as picturesque as I wanted it to be, but, you know, when people pass by and give you the stink face, there's not... Beggars can't be choosers.
Over here to Bird Island. In my foster family.
I remember doing a live... not really a live stream, but I was doing like a... You know, assembly and watch on Discord. And one of the viewers was just like, I hear that. I hear Starlight Zone from Sonic 1. I hear that. Don't you think I can hear that? I can hear that. I can hear Sonic 1. The Starlight Zone. I can hear it. I can hear Starlight Zone, Sonic 1.
You know what? Yes, I do, but...
It's like, yes, you can. And the reason I use that song is because it's called Starlight Zone. And guess what they're doing? They're looking at the stars, brother.
It's too much for me. I can handle
They
it.
called me...
You make it seem so
They
easy.
called me Film Jesus
You're very
back in
good.
high school.
Well,
They called me Filming
I
Jesus.
secret back in my homeland and was bullied for the rest of my time I lived there.
So here's the part... So this is the part that, supposedly, a little kid named Alex hated. He said that he really liked this film, except for the part where Hal said that he's gay. So that's the one right here. Oh, and people keep thinking that Hal likes red for some reason. He does not like red, he likes chalk.
I can deal with it.
And they were supposed to be, at the end of this film, Bomb and Matilda get married for some flippin' reason. I put this in the outline for this chapter. Ooh, he said it.
Cool. What? Cool?
Okay, anyways,
My sister was gay.
originally Hal and Chuck were supposed to wed.
Cool. All right,
And we filmed it. I don't think we'd still have the clips anymore, but we still have like a picture of it.
whole ass backstory that
But yeah, Chuck and Hal were supposed to wed at the end of the chapter.
okay,
Because they're silly.
Well,
But then I forgot about Bob and Matilda and how they haven't gotten wed. How they were not wedded yet. You know, that they're like the mainstay couple of the series. And Bomb and Matilda's, you know, development, like, haven't really barely touched upon. So I just kind of, like, introduced them as a couple in Season 2. Because I just fucking felt like it. I tried starting it in The Mighty Hoax and not really touch on it that well. No, I kind of did. And in Danger Above, we kind of turn a blind eye to it. That was a good Dutch angle.
Oh god, you bastards.
That was a good Dutch angle on the sister.
now the youngins.
And she kicks the ever-living shitballs out of Smoot Chicks. Zam. You didn't have to do this. Well, of course you did. Watch this.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Inspired by Batman '89.
Should we go after him?
Nah, leave them. We have bigger birds to fry.
Why? You could have, like, just you easily could have just shot him and killed him.
Since that day.
Terrence was supposed to say, ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight, later, during the fight with King Smoot Cheeks the third.
Vengeance
But he did not say that.
is mine.
He did not. It's supposed to be like Batman '89, where they toss that phrase around, and ends up being used by the hero. That's used by the villain first. Did not follow through with that. I did not, because I forgot. Jack, that's why you write a script. I refuse. So this is the Mighty Eagles lair, I guess. It's very out of focus because it was dark and I didn't want to make it too bright, or else it would kind of like ruin the scene, the setting, the look. But the thing about these 4K point and shoots is that they, when it's dark, it's dark, and in fact, it's darker on the camera than it is in real life, which sucks ass. So stupid friggin' 4K cameras. There's the beacon sardines, and there's the mighty eagle. Whoa. Still proud of how just the narrative of the Eagle and Terrence played out. It's very nice.
A beacon of hope.
So that's the one
Follow me out.
element of memorabilia, memorabilia, memorabilia. That's the one memento I have of the first Sundance trip. We've been to Sundance 5 times since that first trip. It's a very cool place. We like going. It's all the way in Utah, and we live in Louisiana. Well, actually, right now I live in Savannah, Georgia, because I'm in college. But my folks are from Louisiana. Louisiana's not a cool place. It's not a very good place to live. This isn't about that. This is about the big setup. I think that this is a good episode. That's all I want to say. I think the big setup part 2 is just a very good episode.
We're hopeless. We're helpless.
It's full to the brim of action and adventure and character.
After I got crippled, I've
It-
been extremely hopeful.
This, this film definitely subverts expectations. Definitely do.
We're done. We're doomed.
Okay, yeah, I'm proud of myself for talking as long as I have. But now I'm going to pass out, and I want you to wake me up when the video's over, so I can say goodbye. Or should I stay up and watch Queen Melissa? Yeah. How did such a wonderful gal like her end up with such a hag? Like, what's his face? Smooth Cheeks the Third. Yeah.
Alright, come on, hurry. You're free. You're free to go.
I cavalt.
What? Wait, is this a trick? No, stop. I mean it. You have to hurry out with me. We're escaping. With your hatchlings and your pets. Guys, you rudder, come on.
That feeling when the montage shot of the characters leaving the scene or entering the scene is too slow, so you gotta speed it up and it looks fucking stupid. I just hate it when that happens. I just hate when that fucking happens. I wish that didn't happen.
You guys go ahead.
But Casey, nor I'm not very coordinated, nor is Kate. Neither is Casey. Neither of us are very coordinated when it comes to moving plushies. Neither of us are very coordinated, but I'm a little bit more coordinated. But because since I've practiced, I've been practicing moving the plushies because I've been doing it all my life. I've been making the plush videos since I was 10. No, not 10. Why would I say that? I've been making plush videos for 10 years. Even more than that. I've been making plush videos since I was 6 or 7. Honestly, 4. I've been making videos like that
I think this is the entrance to
ever since
Come on.
I watched the channels like Spin Dash Pro and the Cute Mario Brothers and Sonic Toast and stuff like that. And I just fell in love with plush videos. And I said, I can do that. So my mom taught me about stop motion, and I just started doing plush videos like when I was like 5. Because I, fell in love with that genre. It's something that's never left me, which kind of sucks because you, as a filmmaker, you want to adapt and do things. But I like playing with dolls on camera. I like playing with dolls on camera. It's very fun. Playing with dolls on camera is very fun. And here we are. So the Mighty Eagle's voice has changed drastically since this,
Yes, Your Mightiness.
because it's not the same editing software.
Can't process up.
That's penultimately why he does not sound the same.
Your Mightiness.
This was just juicy. This was just, it was a good payoff. It was a good payoff, this, what happened right here. I don't want to sound like I'm gloating, but I used to be very invested in Angry Birds Plush, and then I started hating it. And then I started saying, hey, you know, it was alright. And I started hating it again. But now I've come to this point where it's like, yep, it was a building block. It was an essential building block in how, you know, I've evolved in filmmaking and storytelling. And I just think I'm starting to see all these, you know, like the lows, the cons of these films aren't sticking out to me as much as they used to. I'm really just focusing on the pros and the highs.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you. But
Which is nice. It's a nice change, because I'm usually,
Junior,
you know, you're your own worst critic.
a few hours ago at the chamber.
But now my inner critic has
What do you mean you go there, all right?
has soothed
You
itself.
here? Didn't I hear
So
what?
I must pat myself on the back for that.
They broke free from their dungeon. They're from the cage in their dungeon.
Speaking of that, you know, the
The birds here, they broke.
how I start out with plush videos. Have you seen the interview,
Yes, my lord. Bastard is.
starring me, my interview, conducted by Mr. Yumpster? He released it back in May. Maybe you haven't. Not a lot of people have seen it. But you know, if you want to learn more about me, then that's a video you can go to. It's quite alright.
You cannot just do that. I'm your mother. Are you trying to find me or trying to get us in trouble?
This is very... Honestly, this part is pretty slow. Just sort of running away from the guards.
Junior, what does that even mean?
Takes a while for some reason. Hey,
Boy.
take it elsewhere. Tell your story walking. Tell your story walking. Come on. There's too much shit going on.
You're teaming up with the birds. They're enemies.
All right, I think they're sending more.
Someone has said,
Oh, look over there.
in regards to Fidala Legion, it seems like Smooth Cheeks 4 is more smarter than his daddy.
What's going on up there?
He is not more smarter than his daddy. He is not more smarter than his daddy. He just come to this point where he's more reasonable. He's not more reasonable. Well, I guess he is more reasonable than
Your Majesty,
his father,
seems to
but
be the problem here. What's going on?
yeah, I'd say that they're equally smart. They're all equally smart and reasonable. Just Smooth Cheeks kind of hit this patch of
Just did.
Come on, it's time to get out of here.
Come on back
reasonableness.
there. Get heaving before more guards arrive.
This is an awkward scene because of the lack of sound effects. There are a lot of moments in this video that suffer from like lack of sound effects, and it just comes off as sort of awkward.
Jim, Jake,
It's just strangely quiet.
We're gonna need you to
And this is like a weird set to shoot at.
We're coming, God.
Does this scene scream dungeon hallway?
It's a nice lady.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Nah, you might want to take like an in-depth look.
That will never get old. The pig guards wearing the solo cups for helmets. It even carried on into Vidala Legion. But we do not see the pair of Nike shorts for a cloak. We do not see that.
Escaping from your psychopathic self.
Oh, really?
A lot of pigs just of different pig plushies just returned for the film. It was like a celebration of all the plushies.
Raised him the right way. No, you haven't.
That guy's a pig. I think that guy's a literal pig. He's a literal snob, but he's a literal pig.
My chamber.
And I hope he dies by the end of this film. Well, I have good news for you.
Playing
I don't want to spoil it or nothing. I don't want to spoil it or nothing, but that's kind of exactly what happens. God, there's fucking lightning effects. I got pretty lazy editing this one. I just said, no, I don't want to keep keyframing this lightning, so I just slowed it down to hell and back. I don't want to keep looping it, so I just slowed it down to where it's just like one frame every 2 seconds.
Jay, just stay in there, okay?
Oh, this is intense. I thought the blues were OP. Why are they just helpless over there? I think they can. I feel like they could definitely kick the shit out of Smooth Cheeks. He has his back turned. I mean, they have the upper hand.
I can't.
That was intense. I can't believe Chuck rejected that. I put it there for tension.
Sorry, boy.
I feel so bad for Chuck. So I just wrapped up Angry Birds Plush. Something had come over me. I had nothing throughout this entire series. I've had nothing to say about Chuck. I did something with the blues throughout the Civil War chapter, you know, especially with Vietnam Legion and, you know, Civil War. I did something with them. But throughout the series, I haven't done anything with Chuck.
Here it is.
So, if,
Alright,
keyword if, I doubt there will be.
rescue your friends.
There's Casey's feet up there. Anyways, if there is a continuation... Oh god, I hate this part. Okay, sorry, if there ever is a continuation of Angry Birds Plush for whatever godforsaken reason, Chuck will take a lead and we'll have to explore him. Because, like, I really neglected the flip out of Chuck. And it's strange because Chuck is, like, he is like Red's right-hand bird in the actual Inky Bears world. But, you know, in the Angry Birds Plush verse, in the Gear verse, it's Bomb. It's not really, he's not really Red's right-hand man, but they're definitely the closest, he and Red. And that's established really in Poached Eggs when they, you know, make amends. Dude, I remember in that assembly watch of the big setup, we were playing this scene, and when the same person said, watch that and said, dude, this has such good choreography. It's the most mid choreography ever. I think Vietnam Legion has some good choreography though, but the choreography in this film is mid. It is mid. Did you like how that eagle sound effect abruptly stopped? The reason it abruptly stopped was because the sound effect length was not lengthy, and I put the you know, the reverb audio filter on it. So when the clip ended, you know, that the reverb ended too, there wasn't really anything I could do about it.
Just leave her. Now we have to get back up there and do those birds. What the fuck?
The king keeps making these terrible mistakes to just, like, let these people fly. He let Terrence run loose. He was like, yeah, I'll let him fly. Like where that ended up. Yeah, then when the queen runs away, he's like, yeah, I'll let her fly. Look what she's doing. She's freeing everyone. Crucial mistake. Crucial mistake. Oh. Well, that definitely does not look like the same row of pigs running over the camera over and over again. I will admit that this episode, this exact part 3 is, it's a clusterfuck. But this part is cool, when Mighty Eagle destroys the buildings. And this is why the Mighty Eagle is evil. Look at him. Evil. 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 Evil, evil, evil. 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 It's evil, evil, evil. Horrible, horrible bird. Evil. God. Just so weird and fake and cheap. I mean, of course it's weird and fake and cheap. It's Angry Birds Plush 5, the big setup. You can't get any weirder or faker or cheaper than that. But I give this film a 7 out of 10. A for effort. Well done, Jack Brooks and Casey Hortzl. I was supposed to do this director's commentary with Casey, which is why it took me so long originally to film this director's commentary, because it would help me find out things to say. But I cannot find things to say. So here's some director's commentaries to look out for. Look out for the Civil War commentary. Look out for maybe a Submarine Adventures commentary. It's going to be one commentary, but it's going to be of all 3 episodes. So it's, you know, it's going to be episodes 1 through 3. A commentary. I'm going to have to redo the Sharon and the Vegetable commentary since, you know, there's the finalized version that came out in December. And I had to do one of Dying to Be Happy, which is going to be in a few film festivals. And, yeah. Great. And, oh yeah, I'm gonna do one of Fidala Legion, of course I am.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Some of the shot compositions in this film are very good. I like that last shot. I just think that was a good shot.
You can come to the spotlight when you are needed, but for now, just get back.
I don't think servants are allowed to even take orders from the prince. I don't think the prince can take orders. I mean, I don't think that the prince is allowed to give orders. Usually. In the real world, I don't think that's the case.
Junior? Junior? Oh, Junior.
Let's go back to the room, sweetie. Guards, what are you doing up the slate? Are you crazy, Junior?
I just think that you should watch this.
The kids already knew everything.
With a cup of red wine and some wheat thins and some Parmesan cheese. I think that's crucial to watching this film. Eat some red wine, some wheat thins, you know, the original kind, the original like thin kind, and some Parmesan cheese.
God damn you to hell, Melissa. Have you any idea what you have coming for you? Don't step anywhere closer to me, you fucking maniac.
Look at these guards are like, oh damn. But this is scary. This is
Wow, you have some nerve, Melissa, some nerve. I mean,
this is kind of why I had to refilm it, because I mean, this is why I had to redo the commentary, because
to put you in line, as well as everyone
I just don't like
on this island.
how I recalled the conception behind the domestic abuse arc. It just it wasn't. I didn't do it justice. I did not do it justice. But there is no justice to be done to this, because it's a very weird representation, because it's Angry Birds Plush. But again, when I was just creating these videos, I wasn't. I mean, it's not like I wasn't aware. I just like wasn't really paying attention to what and how weird it was. I wasn't paying attention to how weird it was. I was just, again, I was using Angry Birds Plush as like this threshold of how to tell a story, and I forgot the fact that it was Angry Birds Plush. So I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry that you had to witness this.
Jesus Christ!
But you know, at least Queen Melissa can rest in peace. But you know, so this is where it happens. This is where it happens. I like how I added in the reactions of the birds, because they know what's going on. Of course they know what's going on. Jesus Christ.
Right away, my lord.
But Daddy,
I
I just thought the problem of our kingdom...
did some
No.
coverage of the knife. Some single...
Guys, we're here. We've come to save you.
I just want to mourn. God's
Some solo shots of the knife.
over there.
Because I thought it was... Put some emphasis on the knife because I thought it was going to be of importance later. In the scene, it was not important.
Oh,
But hey. So, the music you're hearing is from Hollow Knight, City of Tears, the action variant. This is a very quiet fight scene. It's very quiet. Not my intention. Just ended up being quite quiet. I like that I used this music. I just wish I made it just a little bit louder, because it's a quiet mix. Because it's you know, it's an action mix of a you know, more calming suite.
guys.
So I just should have raised the volume a little bit.
Terrence.
It's a good track. It really is. But this is where the this is where Terrence was supposed to say, you know, the line. Dance with the devil in the moonlight. And he's supposed to say it to King Sweet Cheeks.
This bloke. I'll settle him. Hello, you chumps.
Easy peasy, let's clean it. Oh god, I'm so tired. At the moment, it is 12:10 a.m. I don't want to do this no more. But it was fun. It was fun to make this video. But not much is left. We have, yep, 18 or so minutes. But hey, we're having fun watching these guys kick the shit out of each other. Part 3 drags. It does drag. But this fight scene is a nice breath of fresh air. And dude, around part 3, like, it was very weird. It was a very weird, like, bipolar thing of me. Because part 2, I had fun filming part 2 at Cries for Help. I was filming it with Casey, and we just had a good time. We had a good time making it. Part 3, I was supposed to do by myself. And then I said, dude, I am not fucking doing this by myself. Because, again, I went back to being bored of Angry Birds Plush and just hating it. And just hating it. So I called Casey over, and she stayed a few hours. Just to film this fight scene, and I, like, barely needed her. It's very weird. I just didn't want to film it alone, because I need someone to encourage me to finish the job, because I was just so... I was done with Angry Birds Plush. It was very weird, because when I finished Angry Birds Season 1, I was like, damn it, Season 1's done, and I have to wait to film the rest. I'm really in the Angry Birds Plush mood. So, as soon as I started Angry Birds Plush Season 2, I was like, hell yeah, Angry Birds Plush is back. And then I started writing Cedric Adventures, and I got so engrossed with Cedric Adventures that I was like, shit, now I want to do this. I don't want to do Angry Birds Plush anymore.
I'm gonna break that chain.
But yeah,
Just make sure he stays right there.
look where that happened. Look where that ended up.
But we'll be fighting him forever.
Look how that turned out. Look how that turned out. So here's Quarter Pounder. Here are his final moments of mortality, actually. Mortality. Gets crushed to death. How did the bird survive that? How did Quarter Pounder get killed from that, but the bird survived that? Very strange. Alright, anyways. What was I about to say? I was about to say something kind of cool. Whoa, you came back from the dead.
Thank you.
To say thank you, sweet Dave. Is he saying thank you?
Good.
Is he saying thank you to the birds and embracing sweet death? Or is he thanking sweet death? Is he saying thank you, comma, sweet death? That's one of Angry Birds Plush's biggest mysteries that is yet to be solved, and I think we need to return to that sometime.
Guys, Hal. Hal, you have no idea how happy I am to see you. I'm happy to see you too. How do we get you out of here? We tried getting out of here. The cage wouldn't budge. Oh. Huh?
But yeah. That's the end of the director's commentary.
Have you birds win?
It sucks that I'm running out of things to say because things are starting to heat up. Things are starting to heat up. Oh, I know what I can say. So, movie-wise, it probably would have been best if I let Terrence get the final blow on King Smoocheeks III. However, though this film is somewhat, you know, Terrence is like basically the main character of this film. Terrence and Hal are like both equally the main characters of the film.
Every moment of this.
So, in the way we set it up, it should have been Terrence that got the final blow. And I think I actually wrote that into the outline, that Terrence got the final blow somehow. However, that did not sit right with me because, though the big setup is about Terrence, mostly, this is Angry Birds Plush, which is really about Red. So it's only right that, you know, the main villain of really 4 films, the main villain of 4 films gets, is defeated by the main character, which is Red, which is why I let Red take the final blow. I just thought it would be right.
Wait.
But this is just like good old plush shipping times with the camcorder rattling sound effect, and the plushies being roughhousing. It's just too good to be true. It's the most early 2010s / late 2000s thing I've ever seen, and that's what I try capturing.
Hey, listen.
Is that sort
I'm gonna go
of
after Smoocheeks.
that sort
Found
of
hatchlings.
aesthetic.
Just right here. Excuse me, Jim.
Just early YouTube content creation. And I use this Sonic 3 Final Boss Rock. Just it's like very old school.
Well, looky here.
But it's kind of epic.
You little scoundrel. Scoundrel? I think you're the wrong person. No, you know what? I really don't think I do. Alright, come get some.
Ooh, that one. Oh god, you got him. You know, these Angry Birds are really just balls. They're like little spheres. I feel like being zapped like that would like instantly kill them. But luckily it does not. I bet it would be painful being an Angry Bird just by existing. Imagine being ball-shaped. I feel like just existence would be pain. What's he even doing? He has like the attention span of a toddler. He was killing Red, then he got bit by Hound, then he turned his attention over to the cage all of a sudden. And then he just threw a bomb aside. That's just, really? Come on. And the hatchlings were in that sack and he just threw that one out. What does he want from Matilda so bad? He's taking his attention back to Bomb. He does have the attention span of a little toddler. Misconception, people will look at that and say, wait, but I thought Bomb was withdrawn from Sovus because of his explosions. So Bomb did not detonate. He did not detonate right there. So again, in short fuse, the way Bomb got his power is that Professor Pigsworth found a piece of King Pig's cloak from the ruin of Unit 1A, so it's, you know, the cloak gave Smoocheeks those electrical powers. So that there's like this fiber of that cloak that was found at the ruins of Unit 1A. And that fiber was placed inside a bomb by Professor Pigsworth in Short Fuse, and that's how he got that power. So when Sweet Cheeks started zapping Bomb with his power, they both had that power, so it's like two of the same ends of a magnet going at each other, so they're deflecting each other. Bomb wasn't detonating, he was just deflecting his own power. Because they basically have the same electrical powers. He and Sweet Cheeks III. And now Wed is a Super Saiyan. And in Vidal Legion, you'll find out how this happened. This isn't actually... Technically, it wasn't really Red that killed Sweet Cheeks III, but rather the Mighty Eagle, because he's being puppeteered by the Eagle right now. This is Eagle magic. So, since the feathers landed upon Red, the Mighty Eagle kind of hijacked his brain. That's kind of what we find out in Vidal Legion. And the reason I did it like that is because I didn't want Red to be a Giri stew. I didn't want him to just get this OP power out of nowhere without having to train or any of that, so I just had it be this sort of, you know, wow, what's really Anna's Eagle? Whoa. Casey was in the bathroom when I was filming this exact shot, and she came running in asking what the fuck just happened, because I was screaming bloody murder, you know, doing this shot, filming this little tidbit. But now that's it. King Sweet Cheeks III is flippin' dead, and the place is in ruin.
God. It's over. It's dead.
And it was and for a minute it was supposed to end there. But it did not. It did not end there. So at the beginning, I did want King Sweet Cheeks to die at the big setup, and I wanted there was always supposed to be a son in the picture. And his son was supposed to play a role after his death. For some reason, I just knew that I wanted to kill Smooth Cheeks off in the big setup. And I wanted to kill everyone off. I wanted to kill everyone off. I wrote off
Come back, you fiend.
some sort of death scene for everyone.
Your Majesty, just hold that.
Not really. There's just a ICE sort of thing for each character. Death and then marriage. A sad scene for Junior, but a joyous scene for our heroes.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you bird and wife.
This is so nice. I'm glad I went this direction. I'm glad this is a final hour change I made. If you remember. But it was a good one. This is so poorly looped. Wait for it. Oh my god, that was so shittily looped. I could have found another one. I could have found another sound effect. Alright, nice.
So, Blue Desert Cardinal 2.
So this nicely sets up Vidal Legion. So I guess we'll have a good time watching Vidal Legion. Psych! Civil War comes up next, big dog. Civil War comes up, big next dog. I mean, Civil War comes up next, big dog. I think that's what I said anyways, but... Alright, yeah, you get the picture. He just basically says that everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. That's the main takeaway of the scene. everyone's dead.
He's just been here for always and always. He's kept a keen eye on everything, and watched everything unfold since day one.
Oh God.
And then one day I found him. And, well, give me this. It's like a beacon for him.
This was only
Dad,
two,
he destroyed New Pork City.
really 2 years ago.
Yeah. And you said you got
And my voice still kind of evolved.
from him?
I feel like
Yeah.
I never really noticed it. I feel like I never really had a southern accent.
Murder Me
I have like a,
saw him.
but when I talk for a while, my tang, oh God, it's starting to come out right now, but my southeastern ting does start to come out because I get exhausted and I start, slacking on how I suppress the accent because I don't like having the accent. I do not like having the southern U.S. accent. But when I listen to a 2-year younger version of my voice, you can hear it. You can hear my tang. You can, which is baffling. It's baffling because I don't remember having it, but I did. I did have the accent, which sucks. I don't like that accent. No one should like that accent. Here's Monster. I actually did not know what to do for the big setup. Music video-wise, but I got this music suggestion by Trollbird, and I said, yeah, it fucking fits. And it's a cool song. Very, very 2010s, late 2000s. It just makes everything fit. It's really an homage to classic plush tubing. So that's really what inspired me to make Hubert's Plush. Was this dying era, this dying art, which is early YouTube plush tubing. Do keep plush tubing alive, but make it count. Do cool adventures. Don't do lame things like Bowser Jr.'s M&M's, Bowser Jr.'s Skittles. In this video, Bowser Jr.'s Skittles gets stolen by Drybones Bowser Plush. That sucks. But do big freaking adventure. Can't control it. I was singing about the monster tearing him up and bringing him down. But all he's doing is just coming out of the closet. That's all he's doing. It's not that deep. But it sucked for Alex. As he confessed in the comments section. This is beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. This is a good music video. We get to see Junior stab his mom in the back. It's good. Good old iMovie text. I wish I don't use iMovie anymore, but something that sucks is that you're not able to change the fact that the text fades. I think that should 100% be an option to change how your text, comes in, cuts in. It shouldn't always have to just fade. Kinda sucks. That's something I hated when I worked with iMovie, and I worked with iMovie for too long. For way too long. Alright, but this is badass. Feel like a monster. Thank you, Trollbird, for introducing me to that song. Alright. Yeah. I think that's all I have to say. And thank you, Death Watches, for preventing me from murdering my series at a certain plot point. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in Civil War. The Civil War commentary, maybe. Yeah. Yes, yeah.